Hey guys, in today's video I am doing a review on these wireless microphones for your Android or your iPhone. In my case, I am using this on an iPhone 15 Pro with a USB-C connection. These come in a nice little travel case, nice sturdy case here, and what I like is you get two microphones. So you can actually use these simultaneously. If you're interviewing someone, perhaps, you can wear one, they can wear one, and then you've got audio input from two people at the same time. So that's a really great thing right there. Also comes with the little fuzzy things there, the little wind blocker things. We got a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and it actually, this is pretty cool. It's USB-A, but then there's two USB-Cs on it. So you can charge both of your mics at the same time. And believe it or not, there is a lightning adapter in here. So there is a USB-C to lightning adapter in here. So that's really cool. So you could actually use this on an older iPhone. The new iPhones have USB-C charging ports on them. So that's the actual transmitter right there. Transmitter receiver device right there. It is USB-C, but it does look like you could plug that on there. Now it'll work on a lightning connection. So that's pretty cool. But in my case, we are going to stick with the USB-C. Now, in looking at these microphones, there's, like I said, there's two of them. I'll get a little closer here. That's the microphone right there. And I can see on the side, there is a USB-C charging port. And I can see on the other side, it looks like to be a little power button. So I have not tried this yet, but we're going to go ahead and give it a quick run here. Okay, I've got the little receiver piece plugged into my phone. I simply powered it on, and now you can't see it, but there's a little green light on that. So I can quickly see that it is working. There's also a green light here on the microphone, just no more than just holding the button down, turn that on. And you can actually hear me pretty good, I think, on this. I just did a little test, and it worked great. And one thing I really liked is I could go back and replay the video on my phone without unplugging the transmitter receiver device. On my other one, if that cord was plugged into the charging port, I could not hear the audio when I would play back my video, so I always had to unplug it. But with this plugged in, no problem at all. I just left it plugged in and hit play and unmuted it, and I could hear everything. So here's this one right here. I'm going to just kind of move it away, and you can hear the volume gets worse, obviously. As I bring it closer, it gets better. And what I really like is you got two of them. So now you can have a spare one in your pocket, perhaps one, the battery dies on it, and then you've got a second one in your pocket ready to go. Or like I said, you got two people, they both need their own mic. Now you can have multiple people in your video that are mic'd up. So that is amazing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn one of these off. I have no idea how this audio is coming out with two microphones literally right next to each other. Okay, I just held the button down. The light is now off. This light is on, so that's on. That is off. Okay, we're going to set this to the side. Now, like I said, we've got the little fuzzy things here, like so. Okay, there we go. Now that is on there, as you can see. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but obviously if you're outside and the wind is blowing, that is probably going to be very helpful. Now I am going to snap that on me, and there you go. So I'm going to actually go outside and do some distance, and we're going to see how well this thing really works. Okay, I am now in my backyard, and I've got a pretty good ways to go behind me, and I'm just going to keep walking and keep talking and see how well the audio is picked up on this thing. So as I'm walking, I'm just going to keep on talking. I have actually got my back to the camera, so the transmitter and the receiver are not line of sight anymore. And I'm now as far as I can go. And of course, if I didn't have this microphone on, you would never be able to hear me. I'm a pretty good distance away, and hopefully I am being picked up loud and clear. I really can't imagine needing to go any further than that. in a video. It does claim to go up to 100 feet. Now, I don't think that was quite 100 feet, but it was probably half of that, if not more. So now I am getting closer, and I am now back. So I'm gonna hope that worked, go back and listen to it, and see if it's a good product. So I just listened to the audio, and to my surprise, it worked really, really well. Now, there was a couple of little crackles and little dropouts, but honestly, my back was facing the camera, so that line of sight between the microphone and the receiver there on the phone, obviously, you know, that line of sight was broken, and it didn't really cause a problem until I got really far away. So this thing is working really well. I'm very happy with the audio. I'm happy with the distance. Even with my back turned, it worked pretty well. Now, of course, one thing we need to test is if this little thing right here really helps with the wind. So although I am inside, I have a pretty powerful fan right next to me, and let's just see how that holds up with the wind. Now, of course, the fan itself is pretty loud, but the wind is blowing right on me. Adjust it up. The wind is literally blowing right in my face, and that's the audio you get with this little windbreaker thing on the microphone. So there's that. I'm going to take this piece off and see if it really makes any difference. Okay, I've taken the little fuzzy piece off, and now we're still standing in front of the fan. There's the wind noise, so there's a difference right there. And I'm going to try one more thing now. Okay, and another test is I have flipped the microphone the other way. If you noticed before, you could see the green light on the front of it. Honestly, that could be distracting for your videos. You may not want to see that green light in there, especially if you don't have this windbreaker on there. You know, the microphone's black, but with that big silver front on it, it's very obvious. So I have flipped it over, and this would be the audio you would get with it flipped the other way. And another thing I wanted to show, if you don't have the receiver transmitter plugged into the phone, you're going to get this right here. As you can see, they're blinking green and red instead of a solid green. So that right there tells you there's a pairing issue. So you can quickly and visually just look at the device. And if you see red, well, red is bad. That's not paired to your device. So, and of course, the green light means you're good to go. So if you don't see the green light, your battery's dead. And I also wanted to show you they are both charging now. And they've both got these solid red lights. So that indicates they are charging. So with that being said, this is a winner. You can look in the description of this video and you will find the purchase link. Those are Amazon affiliate links. I make a tiny little bit of money if you do use those links. You can also visit my link tree for all of the other products I have for sale on my Amazon store. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.